All right, guys, welcome to my channel today. Today we're going to take a look at the Mokwheel Granite. So this is their trike, and this thing is very nice. This thing has a 500 watt motor in the back that has 70 Newton meters of torque. So it's got quite a bit of torque to get you up those hills, which is really nice. This thing got a 15 amp hour battery built into the tube, so it looks very nice. There's no chunky battery hanging out. I like that. It's got a different setup on as far as the folding, because this is a folding bike. This is actually, I was impressed with the way it folds. It's better than a lot of the ones I've seen out there. So I like the folding ability on it. The handlebars are telescoping, so you can raise them up, and they also fold down also. So you can fold this into a smaller thing. So this will go down like this. Again, the bike folds in half. You can do quite a bit on this. So you've got a suspension seat post on here, a really nice seat with a backrest. Awesome. The other thing, you got front suspension forks on this. They are not adjustable. They're just there, so they work. You really don't need adjustable on a trike. This thing's got a nice big basket in the back. They give you this basket liner, and you've got plastic fenders on this. You've got 3-inch tires on this. So we're going to take a good look at this thing, guys, and let's do it. All right, guys, let's start out with the display. This is a very intuitive display here. There's quite a bit of information. These are your pass levels going up. That's your pedal assist. You have your trip, your timeout, and your speedometer on this. This is the pass levels going down, which is you use the up and down key to do that. You can also hold the up key and the headlight will turn on. So there's the headlight turning on now. And again, hit it again to make it go off. You've got a sub menu. You've also got a sub menu that I don't want to get into because it's got a lot of stuff on it. But there is another menu to adjust things like power levels and stuff. This is the brightness control here. Leave it on 2, kind of in the middle, not too bright, not too dull. Your mileage, your kilometers. You've got your startup mode. This mode is whether or not it's going to have the throttle when your pedal assist is there. This is your trip reset. Just hit the yes and it will reset. Here's your 7-speed index shifter. You've also got your throttle, thumb throttle on this. Nice grip on this thing, very comfortable grip. Here is your display controller right here. You also turn the bike on there. Here's another look at that grip. They're awesome, guys. They don't move and they're very comfortable. You've got a folding stem on this thing, so you can fold it down. You can fold the bike also. This is a telescoping stem, so you can adjust it up. You've got a very big headlight on this thing. You have a suspension fork on this. Down on the brakes here, they're hydraulic. You've got a 180 millimeter rotor on this thing, and these are zoom brakes, so they're very nice. This thing stops very well. You've got plastic fenders on this bike, which I think is good. I didn't like them at first, but I like them now. Again, here's this headlight. You got a little halo around it. Very nice looking light. I did go through a tunnel on this thing and showed, how bright it was. These are street tires on this thing. I like the quietness of them, but I don't know. I have mixed emotions. Here's your wire management on this thing. It's very nice. As far as these large stems go, they kind of look goofy anyways, but I think they did a very good job on this. There's your zoom brakes up here, hydraulic. The pedals on this are very nice pedals. You've got the folding ability here. A little bit different lock than I've seen, but I think it might be better than most. Seat is extremely comfortable on this. You've got the backrest. They did a nice job on this. You've also got a suspension seat post on that thing, which is awesome, guys. So you've got basically full suspension on this. Again, in the rear, you get individual braking on that. You've got the 3 tire on that. Again, here's another look at the brakes. You get the 180 rotors on this thing, and you've got hydraulic brakes on both sides, which is a big plus, guys. Again, plastic fenders in the rear, but I like them. You've got the 500 watt motor on this thing, which is very sufficient. I didn't have any problems. When I first heard it was 500 watt, I was like, but it worked fine. Class 2 bike, guys, that's how it comes. That's how it'll stay. You've got a rear brake light on this. You've also got running lights. You've got your 7-speed derailleur on this thing. So it sticks down, but I never hit anything. They're all like that. Again, here's another look at those brakes. Like I said, it's on both sides. That's great. You've got your crank here. Could stand to be a little bit bigger. As I did ghost pedal. Here's the other side of that folding thing. Like I said, it's a little bit different, but I think they did a good job on it. It seems to be very solid, and I like it. The chain on this thing is a rust-free chain. It's stainless steel. Again, here's another look at the derailleur from the other side, and it is Shinamo. This is your port here to charge your battery. You can charge your battery in and out of this thing. And your battery is in tube, which is great. It's a UL approved battery also. So that's a good thing, guys. UL approval is awesome on these. Your zoom brakes are here. You also have a parking brake on this. By flipping the lever and pulling it back, it engages that brake and holds it there, which is very nice. They first started coming out with these trikes. They didn't have these parking brakes. It was a pain in the neck. So these are awesome. Here's a look at that light, guys, with the halo on it. Like I said, very sufficient, rear lighting. You can be seen on this thing, which is awesome.
Hey guys, we're out here on the Mokwheel Granite. I am in pedal assist 1 right now. Pedal assist 1 goes to 7 miles an hour. So we're going to knock it up to pedal assist 2, which is bringing me up to, I'd say, 11.5 miles an hour. Now I'm going to pedal assist 3. And that's putting me at 15.5 miles an hour. Now I'm going to pedal assist 4. And that's putting me at 19.5 miles an hour. And now I'm going for pedal assist number 5, which is putting me at 20 miles an hour. 20.5 maybe. And I'm all the way up in the 7th gear, and I was pedaling pretty quick. This thing could stand to have a better crank on it. But, you know, they don't expect people to be going crazy with these things, but I'm pedaling, like I said, right now, 20 miles an hour, and it's pretty fast, the pedaling. So we'll go down into 3. I did find the rear brake on this thing is a little spongy, and you kind of got to give it a little bit of a pump. And I know somebody else that's got one of these, and they said that his is doing it too. So that could be potentially an issue. I did try to bleed the brake, and it didn't seem to do any good. Because that's usually what it is if it does that. But it didn't do any good, like I said. This thing though is pretty nice.
All right, guys, we're going to do a little pedaling around here so you can see what I look like riding this thing. You know, it's one thing when I'm sitting here riding the bike, you're looking at my hands, you're looking at the handlebar, but at least here, showing you this picture, you can see what you would look like, you know, going down the road. So I know a lot of people, you know, they think, well, you know, I don't want to get out on the road with these things because they're too wide. They're really not that wide. They're not any wider than your standard handlebars for the most part on a bike. This bike is a little bit narrower than most. Most bikes are around 30 inches. This is just a little bit under 30 inches. I have bikes here with handlebars up to about 34 inches wide, 28 to 34. So if you're on a regular bike and a trike, there's really width-wise not a big difference when you really think about it. If they were going to hit you on the trike, they're probably going to hit you on the bike too. But it's something you want to be very careful of, be very aware. Situational awareness is an important thing always when riding a bike, a trike, or anything else. Just Put your safety equipment on, guys. Definitely wear a helmet. I hate it when people are out there and there's no helmets on people. And I know it's a trike. People go, it's a trike. I'm going slow. I don't need a helmet. Uh, I don't know. I disagree with that because it might not be you. It might be a car that hits you, or you're on the road and another biker hits you, or whatever. It's not a bad idea to have a helmet on. You'll get used to the helmet. You won't even know it's there. I would feel weird going out without having a helmet on, but that's me. All right, here we are. We're going into this corner now. Keep an eye on the rear of the bike, how that rear end stays right down on the ground. This thing is a good, stable trike, guys. Just, be a little careful in the corners. You got to counter lean it a little bit. That's something with a trike. You're going to have to get used to a trike. They don't ride like a bike. People first get kind of weirded out when they get on it. Within 10 minutes of riding this thing, you're going to feel like very at home. Everything will be great on it. And again, just get on it, stay on it, and you will get used to the trike. I ride this trike just like a bike now. I don't even think twice about it. I will go into corners pretty fast and just counter lean. I probably drive way beyond what anybody else would drive. I put these trikes through a lot, but that's me. But again, you'll get used to it. Enjoy it, guys. Buy a trike and get out there. Enjoy.
Hey guys, we're going up a hill now. I've got it in 3. 3 is a very comfortable cadence on this. Keeps me at about 15 miles an hour. This thing does very well on hills. For a 500 watt motor, going up 11 miles an hour, slowing down a little bit, but not a lot. All right, we're at the top of the hill. And now we'll go back down. I would give this hill probably 7 degrees, something like that. It's not huge. Currently doing 26 miles an hour. All right, we're going to put it in gear 1, pass 1, and see if we can go up this hill. Trying to make the pass go down. All right, pass 1, pedaling. Pass 1, pedaling. I'm going up the hill 3 miles an hour. I'm pedaling pretty hard though, but it's going up. So we're going to hit pass 2. I can definitely feel it taking off. Like I said, this thing's a pretty good hill climber. Now I'm in pass 3. We're picking up 7 miles an hour. Pass 4, going up to 9. And pass 5. So shift the gears up and we're almost to the top of the hill. But this thing, like I said, definitely hill climbing ability is there for sure. Get the 7 speed on this. Like I said, lacks a little in the bigger crank would be nice probably. I don't know how big the crank is. I'm gonna have to look at that. All right, the brakes on this thing. We're gonna go down this hill. It's a pretty big hill, like I said, about 12 degrees. I'm gonna get some speed. I'm at 21 miles an hour, 23, 24. I'm gonna hit the brakes just to slow down. Hit it again. Okay, this thing will lock them right up. And we're gonna punch this up into 5. Get going here. So right now, 20 miles an hour. Like I said, I'm ghost pedaling. I do like these street tires as far as the noise. I did take it out one day and it was wet and I was going down one of those big hills and the front tire did slide a little bit when it locked up. So, I mean, I don't know. It just, it's pretty smooth, but it gives an awesome quiet ride. I would think we'll take this thing down to the rail trail, see how it does on the rail trail. I suspect it'll be okay though. But in 5 here, unless I want to pedal like a madman, I'm going along 19.5 miles an hour, and I'm basically just rotating my feet at this point. Let's see what the throttle does here in 5. So we'll hit the throttle and see what it brings us up to. We're at 19, going up a slight hill, probably 3 degrees maybe, not much, 3-4 degrees. It's maintaining 18.5 miles an hour though. We're about to crest it now, and it's picking up to 19, heading down a slight incline, and it's 19.5, 20 miles an hour. So going to 20.4, again, kind of on a 2-degree incline though. The only noise you're probably hearing from these tires is the sand that's all over the road right now. This is a pretty bumpy road here. Let's see how this thing is. So again, this bike is pretty stable. If I swerve a little, it will knock the back up. All right, I'm cruising here, and it's not that bad. And I'll tell you why it's not that bad is Mokwheel includes a suspension seat post with this bike. So I've got basically rear suspension in it, and we've got a suspension fork in the front. Now, it's a non-adjustable, non-locking out, but it does its job. It's not bad. Got down that road. I've gone down that road with a couple of trikes, and some of them are really bumpy, so that wasn't bad at all. Still looking, I got some shine on the handlebars here from when I bled the brakes. Well, this is the rail trail. It's hard packed, so I would assume that this thing's going to do pretty good. We do have some puddles up here, which I'm going to slow down so I don't splash all over the place, even though this thing's got good coverage on the fenders. I've got this in 5. I think I'll knock it down to 3. So this thing is doing fine on the hard pack. We'll do a little weaving here. It's not slipping at all. So if you got hard pack trails, these tires will do fine on it. So we got our lights on here. We've got our passes. We've got a horn on here. No directionals though. We got a thumb throttle. How you doing? I actually prefer the thumb throttles over the twist throttles, but I don't use it that often either. I guess if I had to hold my finger there all the time, I probably wouldn't be in love with it. I don't love the gauge on this thing either. It's very hard to tell what's going on here. I guess once you got used to it, you'd be all right. This gauge, so I've got glasses on. I can still read it. It's kind of small though. It's not bad. I've seen worse, that's for sure. So this bike, I feel, I'm not really utilizing the backrest on this because I'm leaning out to grab the handlebars here. I think I could use a little backwards mobility, at least for somebody my size, and I'm 5'10". And like I said, I'm just, can I lean against the backrest? Yeah, but it's about here. So I could use this thing back another 2 inches. This thing does wobble quite a bit if you let go of the handlebars here, as you can see, especially if I pedal. there's quite a bit of a wobble here. But who's going around with no hands on the handlebars anyway, so. But yeah, this is very nice on the rail trail, so I give it a thumbs up for the ability to go down a rail trail. All right, guys, so what do you think of this Mokwheel? I think it's a very nice bike. I think it's maybe a little bit on the pricey side, but nowadays with the tariffs, if they keep it where it is, it's probably in a good spot. And all these trikes are getting up there in value. I know I do a lot of trike reviews, so it's really not that bad. It's probably about average, a little maybe above average, but it's a Mokwheel too. So Mokwheel's a good company. They've been around for a while, and their customer service, I believe, is good. Suspension seat post on this, guys. We got a in-tube battery, which is nice because it's, you know, not seen. The street tires on it, they're great in the summer, they're great on the road. I don't know about in the winter. I don't think they'd be any good. So this is going to be a fair weather ride bike. You got the 500 watt motor in the back, which is very sufficient for this. I haven't really seen it lacking. It goes up hills really nice. The spongy brake on the front, I don't get that. Like I said, I tried bleeding it. The front shock on this thing, it's there, it's great. Suspension seat post in the back. Again, I wish you could lock out the suspension in the front, but you can't. You get the telescoping bar on this. Nice hand grips. I love the hand grips on this thing, really nice. Basket's nice and big, nice and solid. This thing is a quiet riding bike too, guys. So the things I don't like about this bike, I wish the handlebars came back a little bit. If there was some way to adjust them, that would be nice. Don't like the ghost pedaling with this thing. So around about to 15 miles an hour, you're great. Anything over that, you start ghost pedaling on it. Again, I have to lean forward. I can't really utilize this backrest here because I'm leaning forward. This thing, it's got a brake light, it's got a running light, it's got a headlight on it, and it's nice, guys. So that's the Mokwheel Trike Granite, and it's a nice trike, guys. So that's my 2 cents on it. We'll see you. Thanks for watching the channel. Hit that like, hit that subscribe on the way out. Thank you very much.
All right, guys, I want to thank you for watching my video today. And if you are interested in buying a bike or something, please check with my affiliate links. That helps the channel out greatly. Again, guys, hit that like and subscribe on the way out. And thank you very much for watching. You guys are awesome. Thank you.